Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. That is to say, all praise to the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh, in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, through the Holy Spirit, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the hopeful elect men, women, and children of Israel scattered abroad through the four corners of the earth. This your brother Yaradan Bar coming back at you with what I hope to be another short yet edifying lesson. All right. And I'm going to title this lesson something to the effect of, are you trimming your lamps? All right. Because we have to understand, man, and at times it's coming, we have to make sure that we are constantly, trimming our lamps. All right. And I got that from reading in the parable. And we can just go straight to it, man. The parable of the 5 wise and the 5 foolish virgins, man. Right? But the thing is, we have to always be making sure we're doing the things that are necessary for salvation, man. Always studying, always reading, praying, so on and so forth, man. All of those things are necessary. All of those things are important. All right? We don't want to be found, loafing when Yahweh Shah comes, when Yahweh Shah returns. All right? So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start here in the book of Matthew, chapter 25. Like I said, the parable of the 10 virgins. All right. And so Matthew 25:1, it says, "Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept." And I want to say, man, that oil represents what? The wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, all of those things, man. Okay, that's why the scriptures say what? The wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times and the strength of thy salvation and the fear of the Lord their treasure. All right. Continuing on, verse 4. Well, I started verse 3 again. It says, "They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom cometh. Go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, Give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered, saying, Not so, lest there be not enough for us and you. But go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves." Right? And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. Afterwards came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, Verily I say unto you, I know you not. What the fuck? Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. Right? And I thought I turned this. I did. I don't know why that's doing that. Right? Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour when the Son of Man cometh. All right? And that's the thing, man. We always have to be making sure we're trimming our lamps. That goes into what, man? Counting the cost. It says those foolish virgins, they didn't even think to bring extra oil with them. They didn't think to bring a sufficient amount of oil, right? They didn't think that they would need more of, in this case, to understand it, right? You can never learn enough in this truth, man. It's always more for you to learn and more for you to learn and more for you to learn, man. You can never stop learning in this truth, all right? You always have to make sure that you're acquiring more oil while we have that chance, man. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found and call upon him while he is near, all right? Because that time is going to come when that famine of the word hit. What you going to do, man? What's going to be in your spiritual bank account at that time, man? Right? It's going to be the things that you was assured in, that you were studying, that you were learning. All right? I want to continue on here. I want to go here to the book of 2 Peter, chapter 1. And I'm going to go straight to the point, man, in verse 10. It says, "Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, ye shall never fall." Right? And that's the thing, man. We always should be trying to make our calling and election sure. We should always, you can never go far enough for the Lord, man. You can never do too much when it comes to this truth. All right? If the Lord put the spirit on you to do something, you should do it. Point blank, period, man. It can never be you doing too much, man. All right? We have to continue to make our calling and election sure. Right? I want to actually, I never looked into this. It's simple, but I want to see what this word for sure is. It don't want to work. All right, fuck it. I think it's Bebayos. All right, it says stable, fast, firm. Metaphor, sure and trusty. Right, so we want to make sure we stable in this truth, man. We want to make sure that we have done the things where we have that solid foundation that is necessary for this truth. All right, and that, like I said, that comes with much study, much prayer, fasting. All of those things are necessary, man. Okay, all of those things are necessary. I want to continue on here to the book of Luke, chapter 12, and I'm gonna go to verse 42. It says, and the Lord said, who then is that? Actually, I started at verse 41. Then Peter said unto him, Lord, speakest thou this parable unto us, or even to all? And the Lord said, who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household, to give them their portion of meat in due season? Blessed is that servant, whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. And that's who we want to be, man. We want to be the people who, when the Lord comes back, he see, oh yeah, he was occupied in prophecy. He was feeding my sheep, right? He was getting his household in order. All of those different things are extremely important to this truth, man. All right, continuing on in verse 44, it says, of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he hath. And that's what we working towards, man, to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. All right, understanding what Yahweh Shai's his inheritance was, man. The heathen was his inheritance and the uttermost parts of the earth, man. And he said he's going to share that with those who, when he come back, he finds so doing, his elect. All right. Continuing on in verse 45, it says, but, and if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants and maidens, and to eat and drink and to be drunken, the Lord of that steward will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him asunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. Right? Hey, and we do not want to be that. We know the Lord coming, man. We on our watch, and we have to stay there. So we have to do the things that somebody who is on their watch would know. Right? If you knew somebody was coming to break into your house, you would be up prepared, man. You will have everything that you need to fight off this thief. All right. Continuing on in verse 47, it says, and that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. And we definitely don't want to deal with the wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. We understand his judgment. We fear the Lord. All right. Verse 48, but he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. And that's the thing, man. The Lord gave us this truth, man. We know the names of the Lord. We know the mysteries. We understand the prophecies. So if we don't do the things that's pleasing to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we're going to receive that many stripes, man. So we have to continue to fight. Continue to, like I said in the beginning, trim your lamp, man. Continue to make sure you always got enough oil to endure. Make sure you always counting the cost of the things that we doing in this truth. All right. And that's the thing, man. And this is the other part. And I'm saying this to myself first and foremost. All right. And the elders say it all the time, man. You're not going to, you don't just, this is not something that you passively do, man. If you being passive about it, you going to get into a law where you might not feel like doing something every now and again. But guess what? The scriptures say, let me see. No, is it slippeth? I spelled that wrong. Let me see. Slippeth. Is it? Let me see. Salakia. Yep. It's Sirach 21:7. It says, an eloquent man is known far and near, but a man of understanding know when he slippeth. Right? So, hey, you have to be able to examine yourself and it's true and say, hey, man, I ain't been doing exactly what I need to do. I could be doing much more. All right? And we all get into those points, man. I deal with that all the time with myself, man. I'm always rebuking myself through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. I always feel like I could do more, right? That's why I said I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, man. But that's the thing, man. You have to understand and know when you slipping. You got to understand when you can be doing more. All right. The righteous man falls. What? Let me see. Dang. Falls 7. How did I say it? Falls 7. I can't spell today. Yep. Proverbs 24:16, it says, "For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief." Hey, so you got to understand, man. You gonna have these situations and these time periods where you tweaked, you messed up. Get up and keep fighting, man. Don't be like the wicked that say, "All right, well, I ain't been doing what I'm supposed to do. Forget it. It's over with." Don't be that guy, man. Continue to fight. Rebuke yourself. Take the rebuke from the elders if it come. Take the rebuke from the Lord because you know that's going to come, right? And just keep pushing forward, man. All right? So, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. And with that, I want to say, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the hopeful elect men, women, and children of Israel scattered abroad through the 4 corners of the earth. Shalom and Kwam Yasharala, man.